wanted to talk about what you might expect from a debrief. What I'm referring to here is how you can actually use that EQ profile to give you a little bit of insight into what might happen in the debrief with that particular participant. First of all, I always recommend looking at the wellbeing indicator, getting a bit of a sense as to how resilient or happy or somebody's sense of well-being is at that point in time. Always good to go in there a little bit sort of forearmed, I guess. The second thing to be mindful of is where's the emotional expression score? If the emotional expression score is really low, then you definitely are going to have to wait after you've asked a question. So you ask a question and then you really will be just listening, as opposed to waiting to talk. You really have to sit there and wait as they gather their thoughts. On the other hand, if someone's got really high emotional expression, well, that's a little bit of a yippee moment, because you know you're going to ask a question and then it's all going to be out there and explained for you. It's fantastic. The other one that can be really interesting is assertiveness. If someone's really high on assertiveness, they're often going to be quite forthright and direct with you and speak their mind. So that's really helpful as well in a debrief. Another one that I find really sort of influences the conversation is the self-regard score and self-actualization. So if self-regard is a bit lower than the self-actualization result, then you often find that somebody who has high standards for themselves, and they can be quite critical of their EQ report. They often go to the lower scores first, and they talk to you about what's not working or what they could be doing better, or just be asking you flat out about what you think they could be doing better. So just interesting to know that they might have that mindset as they come into the conversation. So that's just an example of how that EQ profile can give you a little bit of insight into what you might expect when you walk into a debrief.